Pulling punches. I figured I might as well press the record button. Welcome back, everyone, to the channel. Hope that you're doing well. Thank you for clicking on the video. Appreciate you. What are we going to do today? Let's listen to some Mike Oldfield with the track Guilty. A lot of people have been talking about this one. This is a single released in 1979 from Mr. Oldfield. And it was also the B-side was an excerpt from Incantations. Now, that'd be a long B-side. I guess that's just why it's a little bit of it. This track had been suggested, at least by the following: Justin Rebert, Josh Brown, Sci-Fi Pulp Channel, Alejandro Bojorquez, Ken L., Felipe Fazel, Trace Lunas, Perry Prince, Seb Getty, Mr. Sinner, Misty. The list goes on and on and on and on from there. Linus Photograph, Caden Richards, and so on and so forth. So, as I pulled this up, I saw that there's not only, I guess, the normal version clocking at about 4 minutes, and then the long version. I mean, I'm going to click the long version. Why not? So yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. Let's dive on in. Here we go. I like that bass popping. No doubt about that. It's basically disco. Mike is disco now. so strong. Like his guitar coming through. Fun sound. A little break. And nice drumming in that break too. Pop in that bass. It's a mover. Melodies are very Oldfield, like this specifically. Is it just saying guilty? The bass popping always gets me though. That's a fun up and down. I can see some people ripping this up on the dance floor. Almost seems faster. A little more popping off, right? This part almost sounds like incantations. I know it's the same time, but is guilty, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so Mike decided to have some fun on this one, and he just makes a pure blissful disco track, which just, it feels good. I can definitely see this track lighting up the clubs in, what did I say, 80 something? 79, close enough. I can see this lighting up the clubs in 79 and people hearing this and jumping onto the dance floor and just getting their boogie oogie oogie on. And there's still some notes in there that specifically sound like Mike Oldfield. Like, of course, when he plays the guitar, he puts in those little fills. Okay, you know, even some of the notes from like that flute or the synth, or maybe it's a synth that sounds like a flute, really sounds like Mike Oldfield. And this, of course, being right around the time with incantations makes sense because it even sounds like that. That's going to be Dana McCurdy on synthesizer here, and I'm assuming that that's what that sound is. And I really enjoyed what they do there. Neil Jason on bass. Oh, he's popping that thing. He is popping that thing. I love the little bass fills in between some of those bars. That's really cool. Everyone yelling, "I'm guilty." That's the lyrics. There's no reason to go over the lyrics. It's just, "I'm guilty." That's what you got there. That's what they're yelling out. And I can imagine also during the track, people on the dance floor that know the song, they probably yell out, "I'm guilty," like at the right time. That was way off. And then also, interestingly enough, you have Steve Winwood playing organ on this particular track, which is kind of interesting. How did he get involved? Chris Parker on the drums, who, looking at his repertoire, a jazz and fusion player, and I really liked his drumming in here. It was very, like, not flashy, but it popped really nicely in the movement of the track, and it just had a great groove to it, which if you're listening to disco, not that I'm overly familiar with the genre, but like you need to have a groove to it. And he made it, I think, groovy but also interesting as he was playing. Looking at who he's played with Cher, Aretha Franklin, Sinead O'Connor, the list goes on rather, Bruce Cockburn, Robert Palmer, Judy Collins, Mr. Garfunkel, Elvis Costello, Don McLean, a lot of people, and I really enjoyed his performance here. The drumming was fantastic. Yeah, this is a fun Mike Oldfield song, away from the seriousness perhaps of Incantations, and something completely different. It's a fun dance floor filler, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. Let me know what you guys, of course, thought about it in the comments below. I appreciate you watching, listening, being here with me. Hopefully you enjoyed your time here. Thank you for stopping in, coming by, and I'll see you all later, guys. Bye.